Hello and welcome to Unleash the Beast with me, the most everyone. Okay, MrSuryt. Our little treehouse is starting to grow. Well, not starting to, but it's definitely getting bigger. I've added another floor to my house. Grab a couple of those berries. Just so I've got a bit of a bedroom up here. Just quickly go up and have a look. It's nothing special. Obviously, I've done a little bit up here. That's where we're going to be working today. This here is my new area. Largest area so far, and the bedroom is right here. This is it. Nice view out over the desert that lags whenever I even look at it. So we're not going to do that. I have also been putting down these nice glass blocks here. That's glass made through Tinker's Construct Smeltery. Okay, these two crafting benches over here, they're actually there for a good reason. It's because without them it's quite ugly. That's it. Just behind these guys is the smeltery. I've added an extra level to it just so I could put more stuff in there. I've also added more tables here. We'll call them tables. And drains, etc. Now I've added these along here because the inevitable has happened. We have filled up all these automated ones with non-standard ores, with little bits of ores. I've been using the ore berries, you see. And whilst they are partially made, they will not pass through, of course. They'll not solidify. So I need to, look, okay, there's iron, so I need to put in, say, 3 ore berries, and that will get that one out, etc. But sometimes it becomes a bit of a pain, so I've just added 3 more, so 4 all up of ones that I can just click and make a quick ingot myself. That's all fine, that's all good. What we wanted to do today was not play around with that. We wanted to make a bit of power armor. However, we are not going to. No. I've been looking through all the items I have, and whilst I have a lot of ore, that's not all you need to fully upgrade a piece of power armor, or not a piece, but all the armor, with all that I want. I'm actually running low on pretty much everything bar ore. I've been farming for the ores far too much. So what we're going to do today is we're going to get into Dartcraft a little more. We've got an engine. That's fantastic, with a bit of liquid force in there. And a squeezer making plenty of it. We've got these force shards, which we're not actually... We're going to pretend we don't have those. We're going to start from scratch. And before I do that, though... Concentrated essence berry. Tastes like creeper. I was very scared to touch these, but I was fearful that I was going to explode. I've since learnt that these are very nice indeed. If you eat them, it increases your experience. Kind of waste, as I've already got 40 levels, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to run out. I've got quite a few of them down there, the bushes. Anyway, back to what we were doing. What we want to start off with is a force rod. Actually, you know what? Let's go into mods, into Dartcraft, shift click, and a force rod right here. Made with force nuggets, force ingots, and sticks. Now we have made force ingots before. There is a few better ways. I think I probably just used iron last time. Now if you do have plenty of iron, as I do, get yourself some refined iron, cook it up again. The other alternative is a little bit of silver. Yeah, I do have some force gems. Refined iron makes 3 force ingots. Silver is another one. A lot of you have recommended I use silver as it doesn't have a great many uses, and there is a great deal of it out there, which is very true. So we're going to also use a bit of silver. Makes 3 as well. Makes the same amount. There we go. Going to need a few nuggets, so we've got those. Very good. And we're going to need one more item. Going to need a stick. Now, you can see there's two different force rods here, one with very little durability, one with quite a bit of durability. In fact, it's full. The difference is the stick used. Force stick versus a normal stick. We can only make using a normal stick. I don't even know if we can use these sticks actually. Let's find out. Let's find out. I've always got a lot of this redwood lying around, so you and you, did I get that around the wrong way? I don't know that it matters. It does matter, we can't actually use those sticks. That's a real shame. It's a real shame because I do have so much of this stuff. I've also got crafting benches on every level. It's just about time I made myself some kind of plenty of food. Some kind of a portable crafting bench. Do have sticks? Yep, I got sticks. One of you shall do. You know what? I don't have a crafting bench down here. One level I don't have a crafting bench. And that'll do. Force rod. It's only got 4 or 5 uses. So we're going to have to use it. Let's see if we can't use it on... Oh no, that's eucalyptus. That's not what we wanted. Ew. Okay, well, we're also going to want some bone meal. There we go. I want to just, an oak sapling would be nice. Got some oak out here. Get out there. Yeah, good. Oaks, do I have any? Is that an oak sapling? Not a sapling, an oak tree. Surrounded by my eucalyptus. I believe it is. Oh, we got a few more eucalyptus there too. I really don't know what happened with these bags, why I've got 2. I remember it happening. I didn't actually make 2. I made 1 originally. And... oh, there's another one. And another one. Good. Yeah, I had a weird bug where I dropped the bag. I didn't drop it, but it flew out of my inventory. I picked it up and now I've got 2. Oh well. Where are we going to put these? I'm going to plant some saplings. Let's put them over here. Right there. Should just use the force mitts for this, but I'm not going to because I don't want to. No reason. Alright, if we hit these with the force rod, they'd go a little bit gold. Oh, we only got 3 uses out of that wand. Oh, wow, that was a nice size one. Grow these up. Wow, all big. Oh, lag. Come on. Come on. Push through it. Push. I pushed through it. Now, we're just going to hope we get a few... do it. Or we can't. A few saplings out of this. What you do get... you get nuggets as well as the occasional sapling. Well, there's a few saplings. Very good. We want the saplings just so we can plant them again. There's no actual need for them because we can always just plant normal saplings. What we want from this is the wood. And I was just about to cut it all down with these things. You know what? I was going to make myself a new axe. Let's see if I can't... if I can't do that. Alright, we want a tough binding. Tough binding... you know what? All we want is the broad axe head cast. With... what are we going to cast that with? What the... okay, fair enough. Doesn't really have to be anything fancy, but you know what? I may just... I was sure I had... more stuff here. You know what? I'm going to need a piece of obsidian later on as well. Did I put it all upstairs? Looking for a little bit of cobalt or manilion, or we'll just make it. Can we make it out of manilion? I don't know if I've got enough. Copper, ardite, cobalt. That's the stuff. Let's see if we can't make it out of this stuff. All right, just sand blocks here so I can get up. It's material cost 8. Is why we don't have enough manilion. And you can just shift click it in. Thanks for telling me that. You don't have to drag it, but I like to drag it because well, it's a new feature. It's fun. Something different. Huh. Maybe I should add a little bit more iron. Let's go have a look at our berries whilst that smelts up, shall we? There we go. Not long been down here. Get the torches ready. Ow! Ow! Some of these berries here. And nope. These green ones here, they're the creeper ones. Taste like creeper that give you the experience. And for the first time in a while, I don't have any there to collect. I'll grab a whole heap of this. You can smelt this up just in normal furnace. These berries, they make nuggets as opposed to ingots. Ooh. Now a lot of these bushes, they required complete darkness or close to it in order for them to efficiently grow any of the ore berries. So that's why I'm always keeping that dark. Let's go back upstairs. Hopefully we've still got some of that cobalt there, and we do. Good. Do we have enough? I'm hoping I didn't have some elsewhere that it's gone into automatically. Wow. Wow, it takes a while. I really should do something a little bit fancy. Tough tool. This is where I was making the other cast. Really should do something fancy with it, but you know what, I'm not going to. Let's just drop these over here and tough tool rod. Tough tool rod? Tough tool rod, yep. Well, I'll make an obsidian one. The binding, tool binding, tough tool binding. I don't know, what are we gonna paper? That'll do. Don't need you then. That's a 3. 1, 2, 3. Now notice when you put 3 in like that, you don't get the recipe. You have to put them all in at once. Huh. Well, or not. Well, that's not going to work, is it? Let's grab an item to demonstrate that better. Obviously we can't make this out of paper. No. But if we put them all in together, we do get the tough binding. Obviously it doesn't work with paper though. Do we want to use cobble? I don't know that I do. I don't know. Maybe we're going to make a couple of these out of other ores. Take you and you. Place you down. These berries that I just picked up. Oh, hang on. These ones here, they grant you mining fatigue and strength. Hit like a truck, but a little bit evil. There's another one that I had somewhere there. Not to worry. Should we put in... I don't know. Ah, stuff it. We'll just use this. We'll just use any old material. I'm not going to keep this anyway. Some stone. There we go. We've got a lumber axe, stone-bound, reinforced. Reinforce 3. Let's go see if we can't use this new tool. I'll work on a better one later. Well, we just chop this here down. And we get all of 2 chopped down with it. 2 at a time. That's pretty weak. But you can make this one here. Oh, there we go. To chop down a tree as much as... I think it's a straight line, straight up. I think the reason it didn't chop the first one down was there was no leaves above it. Oh, there's a force nugget. So let us go into this backpack. Grab out some more force saplings. Plonk them down. Grab up that. Oh, that's the size I'm used to seeing. There we go. Now it's working. Now it's working fine. And we'll chop you down. We'll chop you down. Thank you. And we'll use our claws just to get a few nuggets and some saplings if we can. Did we get any saplings? I don't know. I don't know a lot this episode. Anyway, that's got us a whole heap of the logs, which are in the bag again. These force logs. These are very useful. You can make a nice decorative plank. However, I would not recommend that. I'd recommend making the sticks. That's the best thing for them. You probably just noticed. That's one of those force sticks that we need. We always keep these around the wrong way, which gives us a full force rod. So what are we going to do with that? We are going to make ourselves... an infusion. Infusion table, altar, who's me? What's it? Here it is. Infusion, Force Infuser, that's the one. To make the Force Infuser, let's have a look at the recipe. There is none. Ho-hum. What are we going to do? Well, that's why I picked up this piece of obsidian earlier. We're going to place that right there. Hit it with our force rod. That's what we're going to do. We've got ourselves an infuser. Now, I'm not too sure. It seems like these... I don't have any more to put into it. I'm not too sure that this here will connect this pipe. Minecraft jewels. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I thought we might have to do that. Alright. It needs liquid force. You can just put the force gems in here. But remember, it tends to be a little bit more efficient to put them through the squeezer. So that's why we've got pipes going every which way. Also needs power, which we got going in over here. It does hold a fair amount. You'll need an upgrade tome in the top leftmost slot to get anything useful. So that's the next thing we need. For that... how do we get one of those? I think we're going to have to go back down and hope that we've got a bit of leather. I think. Wow! Oh. Let's just have a little look. Oh, we do have a book. That could be what we want. And what we need to do, throw this guy on the ground. I was just itching my head just then, if you're wondering why I paused. Click it with the rod. There is quite a few recipes in this mod pack where you throw things on the ground and just click them with the rod and you get the item. Now this here is the upgrade tome that it just told us we needed. Got a whole heap of things to get rid of here. Get rid of them right into here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to get rid of. One of you. Mob stuff. Shall Oh, even better. One of you. Here we go. That'll just stop me falling straight the way down. Back up we go. And we're going to have to go back down because I forgot to bring anything with me. Apart from the book. Now we'll put this up in here. Now you can see these two slots here and this one here. There you go. You put that in there, you get an extra slot light up. Tier 0, Tier 1. So now this here works. It's basically an enchanting table. It's a Tier 1, which means we can put 2 enchants on an item at a time. Nice. What we need, though, we need a few Force items. Now, the first few that you make are going to be wasted. They're going to be wasted. I don't know, a Force Shovel's probably going to be one of the best ones to choose. Might make a Force Axe just because we can. The reason the Shovel's going to be the best one is because it uses the least number of resources. We want some more silver. Going to need a fair few of these nuggets. Not nuggets, ingots. Oh, come on. That's probably more than we'll ever need. We'll make a shovel as well. We'll start with that, I think. Let's go grab a few items. The wiki does have a full list of the items that you can use. But I'm not going to bother with that. We're just going to go off memory. Alright, we got some redstone, coal. Coal works, so does charcoal or blaze powder, but we'll just use normal coal. We might as well start off by putting you down here. So I'm sick of not having a crafting bench down here. I'm going to grab a chest. I'm going to put a chest upstairs with a whole heap of stuff in it. Sugarcane. Do I not have any sugarcane? I do not. Alright, we're going to have to get some sugarcane. Flint. We can take some flints up with us. Spider eyes can be used. Oh, there's quite a few things here that can be used. Arrows. Well, the first tier we need Force Nuggets. Claws. I've got a couple of claws there, do I not? I do. Some glass. We can use the glass to make some of these items. Force Flask. They're useful. Get rid of some bowls. Oh, this is the clear glass that I was saying that earlier that I was making and using around the place. Whack you in there. Claws, that's right. Claws. Want some sugar. Got the Force logs. Let's get some sugarcane. I'm pretty sure I put some sugarcane over here. I sure did. Hopefully it doesn't go into the bag. I don't think it will. No, doesn't. Good. Oh, I need a way down. Slime, go away. That's right. That's right. Need a way down here too. There we go. That should be more than enough. Bit of sugar. Alright, let's go back and try out this new Force Infuser, or this new enchanting table, or method of enchanting. Oh, getting dizzy going through there. Let's start off with the axe. Now what I'm going to put on here, I'm going to put a Force log. That'll give me lumberjack. And you know what, I'm going to put some coal, which gives heat. Now you can put charcoal, or like I said before, the blaze powder. Click go. Takes a little bit of time. At lower tiers, it's actually pretty fast. It gets much slower over time. Now you can see over here, if I hit shift, it says 0 force points, next tier. Well, it did say 96, was it? Now it says 60 force points. You get force points depending on what you do with here. You actually have to work with this in order to upgrade your tome. Which is why, yeah, you've got to start off making some pretty crappy tools. Well, the first time you use a new enchant, I think it's 25 force points you get. And each time you use an enchant, you get 5 at this tier. It changes per tier, I believe. So we just put 2 enchants on here, and it was the first time we put those enchants on the axe, which means we got 60 points. 25 for each of the first time we use those items, and 5 for actually using them. Gets us a nice heat axe with lumberjack on it. Let's put, you know what, let's make a sword. I got this weak ass sword here. That's no good. Let's make you. And let's put these casts away. Yep, fantastic. Pick you back up. Alright, what are we going to do with a force sword? Again, this is going to be a bit of a waste because it's such low tier. We don't want to do any of the enchants we already have put on there if we can help it. Claws. Where did I put the claws? There we go. Put a claw on there. And then it will increase the damage. We could put a second claw on there. That would give us 35. We need 36. We need 2 new ones. What else can we put on there? Well, we can try putting sugar. I don't know that that'll do anything. No, it won't. Can only put things that are tier 1 or tier 0. What about a force nugget? Will that do anything? That'll give it force. It's probably going to be knockback, I guess. So this is going to be a pretty useless sword, really. There we go, yep, knockback and sharpness. Now that should have given us an extra 60 points, and there you go, we're now tier 2 for this tome. Let's go try out the axe. You know what? We've got the shovel. Well, we may as well whack something on the shovel. 158 to get to the next tier, so we're not going to be able to do anything. But what we have done, now that we're at tier 2, you can see an extra slot has opened up. So we can put an extra enchant on this force shovel. So we'll put sugar, which increases the speed. Don't know. We can put grinding on there with a piece of flint, which will of course grind things up. So I think that'll turn cobble into gravel or sand. We're going to find out. What I could do, put heat on it, but I don't think that they will work with the grind. Let's see. Let's put it on there anyway and find out what happens. You can see it's already, or you can already see, I should say, it is taking a little bit longer now that we've got tier 2 extra enchant on there, and we are putting a tier 2 enchant, that being grinding. So let's see what we get out of this. Grinding, speed 1, and it's a heat shovel. So let's go test these things out before we finish the episode up. Now the sword, that's pretty self-explanatory. We've got ourselves sharpness and knockback. Remembering you can put extra sharpness on there. I can hear a spider. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, I can hear it, but can't see it. Oh well. Let's use the axe first. The heat... Oh, some creepers. Let's use the sword first. Well, I guess it's a useful sword against creepers. Let's make some torches down here just to make it easier for you guys to see. Now if we use this axe, any wood it touches it will chop down. And because we have heat on it, that's what the lumberjack does, because it's a heat axe, it turned it all into charcoal. I don't really use charcoal just yet, but that might be useful later on. We might be able to... Yeah, might be able to use it to run a few extra tools, a few extra machines. You're dead. Now the next one will be the shovel. Now if we use it on dirt, we get dirt. That's nothing fancy, we all know that. That's sand. Well, there you go. We got ourselves a piece of glass. We got 5. We got 6. That's the heat. The heat on this shovel means that we can now get ourselves glass. Problem with that does mean... Let's put a torch down here. Means we can't get sand anymore. There it is over there. But it does also mean we no longer need to smelt, we no longer need to use that charcoal that we just collected to smelt up sand. So that's a start, that's a little look at Dartcraft. There is a lot of tiers to be upgraded. We want to get through tier 2 by making a whole bunch of useless tools. Eventually we will get there. You understand why I didn't really need this lumber axe is because we can create a nice lumberjack axe using Dartcraft. The bigger the durability, you can see we've actually used a fair bit of durability. The durability is worn through depending on how many logs you chop up at once. Oh, and we're lagging. I just want to turn that engine off before we finish the episode. Let me get there. Come on. I don't need to waste force. Almost there. Come on. Ah. It's a nice laggy pack. It's probably the laggiest pack that I have used yet. Almost. That counts. Come on. Come on. Well, I might have to I might have to turn the engine off screen. But anyway, that's the episode. That's a look at Dartcraft. I'm going to be doing a fair few enchanting, useless enchants, just to get that Tome of Upgrade upgraded. And when we come back, we'll have a look at a few other neat little things that we can do. We may even... have enough resources to make myself some armor. Or we could... I think Force... Dartcraft does have Force armor, does it? Yes, there is some armor, so maybe we'll even make some armor from Dartcraft. But anyway, that's going to have to wait for next episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, hit like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.